This video includes testimonials from patients treated with daily therapy on the NxStage System 1. The experiences reported by these individuals will not necessarily be experienced by you. All patients are different, and their experiences will vary. This is a story about how an accountant, a soldier, a square dancer, and a retiree got their lives back with a little help.
I was a controller for an architectural firm of about 100 people, and I was in charge of 5 individuals, coordinating accounting and working with the partners. It was a very exciting, fun, it was a great job. Literally on my 40th birthday, my kidney failed. It was a hard thing to deal with, to realize that all the plans I had to reshift my dreams.
At one time, I'm working out twice a day, 6 times a week. Last year, this time, last July, I was diagnosed with my kidney failure, and it came out of the blue. And now I'm sitting up in a hospital bed with tubes coming out of me, and for no reason.
Oh, a typical square dance lasts around 3 hours, and it's equal to walking 5 miles. After 4 hours of dialysis, I would be so weak, my husband would have to bring me out in a wheelchair.
My wife and I were so looking forward to retiring and traveling, and then a year ago my kidneys went out, so that I thought that was going to change things pretty drastically, and it did when I finally went on to hemodialysis.
If you look at the history of hemodialysis, it started in the 60s, in an era when facilities were very, very limited. There were committees to decide who was going to get dialysis and who was going to die. They tried treating people 1 day a week. They felt awful. They treated them 2 days a week. They felt better. They treated them 3 days a week. They were able to live a semi-normal life.
I always thought you'd feel better after you had your blood cleaned, but it didn't work that way at all.
I made the best of it. My life wasn't the same as with most people who are on dialysis. I've had maybe 2 good days a week.
You have to be there 3 days a week. You have to be there when the centre wants you to be there. You don't have much choice. You don't have any freedom.
We've tried to improve it and make people feel better by turning up, if you will, the notch a little bit, trying to get better dialysis quality. It didn't make any difference. They didn't feel better, they didn't live longer, they didn't stay out of the hospital longer.
So I was really ready for anything. If they would have said 7 days a week, okay, let's go. Anything was better than being sick all the time.
There was a new hemodialysis machine coming out, and that we'd have to do it every day. And my husband kind of questioned her. He says, well, why would we want to do it every day when we're only tied up 3 days a week now? Then she told us that it was a portable, a home hemo machine. He said, well, now we're talking.
NxStage have been very clever in designing a machine which is very, very simple for the patient to use. With the NxStage machine, fluid arrives in a bag, the patient hangs the bags, spikes the bags. There's no specific plumbing required for the machine.
I'm a layman, I have no medical training. I was nervous. I really was nervous. But once you start, and they took me step by step. The first 2 weeks I was just watching them. And it was one step by step. And I started to get comfortable. And it was the same thing every day. It wasn't over the top. It was simple.
My husband, he learned how to put it together, and I would get myself all prepared, and we made a really good team.
Moving the technology forward is certainly important because the other machines were onerous and time-consuming. The NxStage therapy is much easier to set up and less time-consuming.
I think that the timing is probably the most exciting thing about this program is, although it's 6 days a week currently, I can do it any time of the day I want to do it.
This offer is true freedom. That is, they're not They don't have to show up at my dialysis unit at 6 o'clock in the morning every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They have the freedom with daily therapy to decide, well, today I want to do it at 4 o'clock. Maybe tomorrow night I'm doing it at 9 o'clock at night because I want to go out for dinner and a play or something.
I can do it when I want to do it. I can do it in whatever setting I want to do it in. I can either do it in the motorhome if we're going to be gone, or I can do it here at home. I can do it just about any place I want to do it.
The portability, the flexibility of the Next Stage machine is what convinces people to choose it. The best way to put it is it gives them their life back.
Within the first day, I could tell the difference because I had my normal dialysis the day before and then I had it again. By the end of the week, I could get up and do things after dialysis. I wasn't sick anymore.
I feel so much better. I have more energy. I'm able to go.
I went on there feeling good, and I'm going to get off feeling good. So that by the time dialysis is over, I was a human being instead of some sick puppy.
Energy. They have their energy back. They say, I feel like a normal person. I haven't felt like this since before I got the kidney disease.
That's resulted in my lifestyle is back to where it was pre-kidney failure. I do have to take time out of my day, but I'm not limited to where I can go. Up until Next Stage came along, there was nothing that you can travel with. I can get on an airplane and fly if I choose. My wife and I, 2 days from now, we're off for Washington to a dog show in Olympia, and we'll travel around the state for 3 weeks.
I've now gone back to work, and I got to get back to the company I was with, and so now I'm on my 16th year, and I'm back in charge of the 5 people that I loved before, and just doing fantastic. I work 30 hours a week, and things are wonderful. I work 12 to 6, so the mornings are mine, and then I'm still home within a half an hour after 6:30 to do what I want. My husband and I can go to dinner when we want. We can, I mean, just it's a normal life.
I feel great. I'm able to work out. I'm able to work, period. My coworkers now, they're happy. They can see a change. I mean, they were excited the fact that I was in this program.
That's great.
We went to Denver, put it in the back of the van. It fit perfectly. Carried the supplies. Went out there. We'd get up at 5 a.m., do dialysis, leave about 8:30 of the morning, be gone till midnight, come back, do it again the next day.
Virtually everybody, I think, can benefit from this if they want to do it.
I mean, it's just, you know, I feel that great. And if anybody who's been on dialysis, I mean, if they could feel what I feel now, oh my gosh, they'd be doing it in a heartbeat.
I don't have nothing to say to you. Just try it.
It frees me up to go and do the things I want to do.
This gives me, it gives me life, and I'm excited about it.
If I had kidney failure, I'd be using this machine. I'd be using it 6 days a week.
I don't just like, I love, and it's been a lifesaver. I'm that serious about it.